Hello and good evening. Welcome to Passionately Intrigued Arts, and this is Tracy. Today I want to make a candy jar out of this glass container that I got from the Dollar Tree. Nice size, nice and heavy. And I want to use water slide paper, white water slide paper. So what you'll need, this is what I have. It's cola. Got it from Amazon. Water slide decal paper. Image of your choice. And I've already selected something. So let me turn you down so that you can see. You'll need warm water. Um, this little thing here to squeegee the water out. Paper towel. A few other things. You'll see as we go. So I have my water here, and these are the images of my choice. State of Michigan Attorney General, and I want to place this on the top of the jar, on the lid. And then I've created this image here where I got a stack of books, a law book with a gravel, and she is a lover of cats, and I've placed her name. So this is for Michigan State Attorney General Dana Nessel. She is our 54th Attorney General, and she will be appearing on the show that comes on Saturday, live YouTube, Ear to the Ground 197. It's a local program where a friend of mine is the host of the program, and I am a sponsor, so I always create something for and personalize a gift for his guest. And so Attorney General Dana Nessel will be on via Zoom this weekend. So I'm going to make her a candy jar to place on her desk or wherever she'd like to place it. And so in doing these images, I printed it out on the water decal, the water slide decal paper, and I have sprayed this. You have to seal it. I've sprayed these images 3 times. You spray it once, and I do it up and down, then across, and then I just spray it. Let that dry for 15 minutes, come back, do the same process 3 times. So I did each one of those like that. And I didn't let my Cricut cut them. I cut them out by hand because it just didn't seem to do right. I was trying and it couldn't read the registration lines. So I cut these out by hand. And this is the spray that I used, crystal clear, triple thick crystal clear glaze that I sprayed each time. So this is warm water, lukewarm water. You can have room temperature lukewarm. And I've already cleaned my items. I did that with alcohol, the jar and the top. So I think I want to do the lid first. And you just place your item, your image, into the water. And it's going to curl up. And I hold it down. You let it sit in there for about 30 seconds or so. You'll be able to feel when it starts sliding off of this carrier paper. And I also have some paper towels that we'll be blotting the image with once we get it on. So as you can see, it's starting to slide off. So what I do, let me move the water without spilling it. I put a little water on the top here. And then, so it's sliding. I hope this works all right. And I just line it up and pull out the carrier sheet from the bottom. Okay? And with that water being underneath it, you can slide this around and get it positioned just how you like it. So that's pretty good. I blot it. And then I take this squeegee tool, which I got from the Dollar Tree also, and I squeeze out the water that's underneath. And it smooths out your image for you. Like I have a little wrinkle. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't see it, but there's a little wrinkle right here, and I hope I can get that out. If not, it'll be on there wrinkled. So I do this with the squeegee to bring the water to the edge, and then I just keep blotting it to soak up that excess water. And then I'll squeegee again to get the air bubbles out and the excess water. Now, I don't know if you can see around the rim where that water is squeezing out. There's still water underneath there. Let's bring it to the top here. And I'll just pat that dry. And I'll keep doing this lightly until I don't see any more water squeezing out. And then I see that all the air bubbles are out. So that looks pretty good. So I'll set that aside and just let it air dry for right now while I work on the glass. But to set this, because this part I'm not going to put in the oven. The glass I can put in the oven. This I'm not going to put in the oven. No, because it has rubber on the inside. But to set this, you can use your heat gun. You just don't go too close to it, but you use your heat gun to get it thoroughly dried out and set. So let me set this aside, and let's work on the glass. So this is a cute little image I designed for her. She's a cat lover. This is a red, white, and blue bow tie that the cat has on, and she's the 54th Attorney General for Michigan. And of course, she practiced law. She's a former criminal prosecutor and civil rights attorney. Now this might not be big enough. Yes, big enough. So you see it curls right up as soon as you put it in the water. But just hold it down and let it sit in there. And I don't think that was 30 seconds. It doesn't take very long. Maybe 20 seconds and it'll start loosening up. And actually, I think it's loose already. Almost. So I'm going to put a little water on this glass so that it slides easily. Okay, so what I'm going to do, it's starting to, let's make sure, is it, get his little tail loose. Yes, it's starting to come off. I think I need to, the middle part isn't though. Let me soak it a little bit longer. I don't want to ruin it. I do not want to do this over. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I don't know how that song goes. Do, 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 do. Oh my goodness. Don't give me problems. Okay, okay, it's working. So let me line this up. I'm just pushing up on the image to kind of slide it off of the backing because I want to pull the backing from underneath. I think. Yes, it's coming. Let me move this water. Come on, baby. You can always add water on here because you don't want it to dry out. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on, baby. Rock says. Come on. All right, it's coming on out. Oh, there we go. Now, let me line it up good. I want that at the edge of the candy jar. And then, I don't want it on the curve, I want it straight. Okay. Get his little tail up in the air like it's supposed to be. And then I'm just going to smooth it with my hand right now. Okay. Just gonna press down on it with this paper towel to soak up some of that water. And then I'll start to use my little squeegee tool to get that water out. It kind of tore right here in the middle, but I'm gonna push it down in that corner so, oh, you really can't tell. I might have had this one in the water too long. Because if you keep it in the water too long, this decal can start to split and tear. And just be gentle with your squeegee because this can tear it also. But you have to remember to coat your image really good so that otherwise your ink will come off in the process of placing it in the water. So that's why I use the triple thick. A lot of people use Rust-Oleum 2X clear gloss. This was what was available to me downstairs. I didn't feel like looking for the other one. And I kind of tore his little tail, but I'm pushing it together so you'll never know. And I just won't work with that piece too much. Okay, I'm just getting out the air bubbles. Just keep blotting. And don't rub it. I just press it down. This was easier to get the water out than the lid was. So there you have it. So what I'm going to do now I have my oven set at 300 degrees, and I'm going to place it on here, put it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes, and that will cure this. Set it. Bake it into, it doesn't bake into the glass, but it fixes it so you don't have no worries. And I'll be back with the finished product. And in the meantime, while this is in the oven, I'm going to take my heat gun and go over this really good and get it dried out and set. And I'll be back. One more thing. When you have it in the oven for 300 degrees, and if you set it at a lower temperature, you can set it at like 220, but you need to keep it in a little bit longer, for maybe a half hour. But most videos that I saw said 300 degrees, and I'm going to leave it in there for 20 minutes. You have to keep you turn your oven off, and you have to keep your oven closed and let it completely cool off before you take your item out. Otherwise, the glass could crack. So that's going to be a little while before that comes out, because the oven has to totally cool off once I turn it off. But you just get a heat gun for this. Blow dryer, and you don't want to go close. You just dry it out real good. For a few minutes. And this is metal, so I'm not gonna do this for too long, because I don't know the effects of metal in this. But it's on there really good. And I was gonna coat this with like some UV resin, but I don't even think I'm gonna do that. I might spray it with more of the triple thick crystal clear glaze. Just because, you know, I'm extra. I don't really think I have to. I see. I don't know if I got too close or not, but I'm seeing little bubbles under here. Where's my squeegee? I don't know if you all can see that or not, but they're little fine bubbles. I might have got too close, and it might be that it's metal. I don't know. I'll smooth it with my finger. Oh, that's interesting. You know what? I might have got too close. It didn't distort it, but I see little tiny bubbles all in here. I can feel them. And possibility that this could be metal with the heat, or maybe I did get too close. Don't know. But I'm done with that. I'm done with that heat gun. I probably will spray that with the clear gloss. Okay. Like I said, I'll be back once the jar is done. I put a coat of the spray paint, the clear spray paint on here, the triple thick. I put some masking tape around it. Just take that off, and I took it down in the basement and put a coat of the clear gloss on it. So that looks nice. I don't see the little bumps anymore since I spray painted it. I don't feel them either. Oh, I'm not in the camera. So sorry. But it's smooth now. So there's the top. Now, I've taken this out of the oven, and you have to make sure that you get all of your water out of the clear the water slide out from underneath. And I obviously didn't, because there's a couple bumps on here where there was air underneath or water underneath. Just a couple, but that's the main spot right there. But there are a few. So I think what I'm going to do now, because I don't want it to crackle and I don't want these little areas to pop off. I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear that? I'm going to go over this. Yeah, maybe I should have did this from Jump Street instead of putting it in the oven. But I just wanted to try the oven because I've never done that before. But now I know that you must make sure that all the water and all the air bubbles are out. So I'm going to coat this with, because I don't want to, I was gonna spray paint it, you know, with the clear all it, but I don't want the clear spray paint all over this thing. I just want this to be done. So let me grab my little holder again. And what I'm going to do first is just put a little slice in the area where I feel it bubbling. Just a little slice. Oh, I don't want it. Oh, carefully. Oh, maybe a little hole. Just to open it up a little bit. So when I use this, this is what I'm going to use. This Deco Art Triple Thick Gloss Glaze. So there's a few little spots where there was water underneath in the air bubble. So I'm just going to poke a little hole where those areas are. Hopefully I get them all. And I'm doing this so that the triple thick kind of penetrates through and holds it down underneath. Yeah, there are a few bubbles here. Okay, hopefully that's it. So I'm just going to put a little on my brush and just start in those areas. And coat them so that it holds down good. And I guess it wouldn't hurt, because it's not going to take long just to go over the whole thing. I have an angled brush. Let's see, can you see that? Oh, am I on the camera? It's not going to focus. Focus, camera, focus. Where the hell is it? Anyway, sorry y'all. Anyway, it's angled so that I can get in the little corners and whatnot. And I'm just going to the edge of the image. I'm not trying not to go over. And this is just a quick fix. We always try to figure out how to correct our mistakes, or our boo-boos, our whoopsies. Because believe you me, I am not doing this over. She's going to get what she gets right here. And I certainly hope she likes it. get his tail end. That's too much glue. Almost done, y'all. Okay. Hopefully that holds it down good. I'm just going to do this little spot that messed up. I'll let that dry. Always make sure you put your top on really, really tight, because if you don't, this stuff gets thick. And it's water-based, so you can just wash your brush out with water. Got some candy for her. Fill it up. Well, it's not going to be filled up, but unless I find another bag of candy. Put the top on. And there it is. Yeah, I'll have to get another bag of candy. I want to fill it up. What do you think? Give me a thumbs up. Please hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you've done this in the oven and what your results were. Tell me if you like the idea, what you would have done differently. Hit that notification bell so that you can see what I have coming up next. And visit my channel if you haven't. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, taking your time out of your busy day to watch Tracy Craft. Deuces. Peace and love. We'll see you next time. Later. I expedited the drying with my heat gun, so it's all good and dry. I placed a piece of red tissue paper in the back of it to enhance the image so that you can see it better. I see it much better. So I just put that tissue paper in there, and then, hold on, I put the candy in a bag, and I'm just gonna place that candy in there. She can fill it up. I don't even know if she likes this kind of candy, so she can fill it up with whatever she wants. She don't even have to put candy in here, whatever she want to use it for. And a couple business cards. Put that top on, and it's good to go. Once again, thank you. You know I had to come back with some more. I just put it on my candy tray. Which is not a very good picture, but you get it. All right, toodles.